A special evening at this 47th annual Irvine Police Department Awards Banquet. The event held to honor the men and women in the city of Irvine as they're recognized and celebrated for their service.
I
want to celebrate again that we were the safest city of our size for per capita violent crime in the nation, and we attribute that not only to our fine officers and the great work they do, but also the resources that we are provided from our city leaders, and also the amazing partnership we have with our community and the trust that we've established over the years.
The truth of the matter is it's the men and women of the Irvine Police Department who are in here who do such a great job. And it's also a reflection of the community. They come together with the community and are involved in the community policing effort. So we've got both the citizens and the sworn and the unsworn officers all coming together. That's the way you actually make a great community and a safe community. I'm here to celebrate that tonight.
So it's taken a community to make our city as safe as it is, and of course we want to honor the Public Safety Department for all they do every day to protect us.
These are the hardest working men and women in the building, and you wouldn't have noticed they didn't skip a beat. They worked tremendously hard and provided the best service to our community, so congratulations.
The event, hosted by the Exchange Club of Irvine.
The Irvine Police Department is phenomenal. The efforts that they make, both in technology, personnel, and just connecting with the community, is a direct connection with the Exchange Club of Irvine.
Time now to highlight those who have made the biggest impact this past year, the award recipients. Starting with
the Rookie of the Year considers overall performance and not just a single distinguishing event during the year.
Officer Sundberg, I'm so excited that he got Rookie of the Year because this guy has got more tenacity than a lot of people I know. When you're a new officer, you come out, you're looking for opportunities to take that skill set that you got in the academy and then gained an FTO and put it to use on your own for the first time. That's what your first year is all about. And Officer Sundberg comes out every day when he's on shift, and he spends his entire shift working for the community and working with his peers. The fact that when he gets out in the field, it's not about, here's my call, here's what I do to handle it, and then let me go 10-8 and go to the next one. He sits there, he thinks through it, he finds opportunities to take it from whatever basic stand it's in and expand upon it. He's engaging with the community when he talks to them, and he really takes his time with victims. But what really stands out to me about him is the fact that when he sees something that he can investigate and dig into and find an opportunity to take a bad guy off the street, he doesn't just look at it from a surface level. He gets his peers involved, they work on it as a group effort, and then they find opportunities to take these guys into jail when they need to. He doesn't just work for himself, he works with his peers. He doesn't just work for his one call, he takes the time to go through with every victim, with every witness, and make sure that they know when he comes to the call that he's going to take care of it. It is because of Officer Sundberg's professionalism, his tenacity, and his dedication not only to his peers in this organization, but to the community as a whole, that I'm super excited to congratulate him for being the 2017 Rookie of the Year.
I'm in a great city, I'm in a great place. I have fun every day and look forward every day I come to work. Look forward to being here and getting to it and getting in the patrol car, and it's the best decision I ever made.
Teamwork, initiative, integrity, dependability, judgment, community involvement, leadership, job knowledge, peer respect, and appropriate departmental role model are included in this consideration.
My favorite thing about Heidi is that she's always here to check on us to make sure that we have everything that we need. And we are very self-sufficient as a group and work very well together, but she's always here setting up bi-weekly meetings, just making sure that we're all on the same page, and really if there are any changes in the unit, she includes all of us so we are all on the same page. Before Heidi came into our unit was very close already, and I feel like she was just like the mother goose of all, just to take over. And you know, she's always here to check on us, ask how our weekends were, make sure that we're okay in our personal lives and that we are okay in our work lives as well. She really does care about everyone in our unit, and you can tell from that. It just flows right off of her. Well, we all know Irvine is very customer service oriented, and if there are any customers that have any issues or need to reach out to Heidi that we can't help them with, she's always there. She'll respond to emails immediately, even on weekends, you know, her non-working days, she's still responding to emails. And she's just always there to help the public in any way that they need help. Despite all the challenges that Heidi's faced coming into this position, dealing with business licensing, the front desk, all of the front desk construction currently, Heidi Everest is well deserving of the 2017 Supervisor of the Year award.
I kind of focus on relationships and you know, making sure people feel comfortable and I'm approachable and can communicate with me. So, I mean, yes, it is a big honor.
Now for Civilian of the Year.
Specific employee traits of teamwork, initiative, integrity, dependability, judgment, community involvement, leadership, job knowledge, peer respect, and appropriate departmental role model are included in this consideration.
I've had the honor of working with Jen in the Office of Professional Standards for the last 2 years, and it's during that time that I've been able to get to know Jen, get to know her work ethic, and how she goes about doing her work day in and day out. And quality service is a cornerstone of how we do our job at the Irvine Police Department. And Jen consistently, day in and day out, quietly goes about providing an incredibly high level of customer service, of quality service to the men and women of the Irvine Police Department. Recently, the Irvine Police Department has adopted new technologies in the area of performance evaluations and time card management. And Jen has been at the forefront of that each step of the way. Jen has been responsible for the implementation and the training of those programs, and it's because of Jen's competence, because of her organizational commitment, and because of her work ethic that those programs have been successful.
When I think about Jen, I think about someone who's motivated and dedicated to this department. She's very instrumental in all the databases that she uses. She runs reports for command staff. She manages all of our time cards to assure that we are paid on time with the proper codes. And she also is in charge of our TrackStar system. She's developed a 5-process system to help assist her with the trimester reviews that the officers are now on.
What I've come to truly appreciate about Jen is her willingness to always be of assistance. She truly has a servant spirit about her. When people come to her with questions, she's always there to help and always willing to find the answer if she doesn't know it, even if it's an area outside her responsibility.
Overall, Jen is an asset to our department and our city. We are fortunate to have her in the Office of Professional Standards. With these qualities, Jen is deserving of the 2017 Civilian of the Year.
Could not imagine doing the work that they do, to go out into the community and keep people safe and to help people. I think it's awesome, and I love being around it. It's inspiring to me, and so it's very fulfilling to watch that happen.
Now to our final award of the night. The Officer of the Year allows for consideration of overall career performance.
When I think back to when I first asked Jenny Lindsay to be our first mental health officer, she was all in 100%. In the years that have followed, she has become one of Orange County's strongest advocates for the mentally ill. She embraces the consumers, she understands the stigma they feel behind their mental illness, and works with them and their families to make them feel accepted by the police department and the community.
Jenny prides herself in the work she does with other people, and she's an example to all of us. She's an example of all of the values of the police department. She sets an example by being a real human with people. One of the experiences Jenny and I had was we were approaching a house where the woman was suicidal, we thought. So we went to her house and she was very surprised that we were there. And Jenny has amazing qualities in her use of words and her use of her body language to allow people to talk to her. She's very approachable. She has a very approachable demeanor. So the lady invited us in, and we talked to her for about 2.5 hours. And she kept saying things like, "I'm so surprised you're here, I can't believe you came today." And Jenny and I spoke after that and really strongly felt that she actually foiled an attempted suicide. Jenny strives to just make those connections with people in a very raw and very natural way. And as a result of that, her clients actually outreach to her. They call her, they feel comfortable with her. They call her by her first name oftentimes. And, clients refer to her as an angel of Irvine. And they said it many times because that's what she is. She cares about the community, she cares about the city, she cares about what she's doing.
Time and time again, Jenny has been recognized locally and even at the national level for her hard work, dedication, and commitment to make a difference. It is for these reasons and many more that she is being recognized as the 2017 Police Officer of the Year.
It's been a huge growing opportunity for me. So I've been in law enforcement since I was 14. I started off as an explorer, and I think my biggest growth potential has been in the last 4 to 5 years doing this new assignment, because I created a mental health outreach team from scratch. But it's been really making the contacts with the community and building that rapport with the clients. It's been huge.
In addition, dozens of awards and accolades handed out for life-saving efforts and for going above and beyond the call of duty, proving hard work does pay off.
So after becoming a police officer, my main goal has been to be an advocate for those people who can't help themselves, that are put in that position where they can't see what comes next, and they're scared and they're fearful, and I want to be there for them. And that's why I have the drive every day to get up and be a police officer.
I became a police officer because of my father. My father was a police officer in Detroit, Michigan, and I remember as a little kid knowing what he did and watching him get ready for work and thinking to myself, that's exactly what I want to do with my life. I want to be like my dad.
My husband's an officer for another agency, and his dispatchers provide him so much support and get him home safe to me every day. And I thought, if I can do that for somebody else's husband or wife, son or daughter, then this is the best job in the world.
I never thought I wanted to be a street cop. My view changed on what police officers do when it came to my sister. So we have mental illness in our family. It was a police officer that actually helped us navigate through and get that process started, even though it was years later. So I realized that it's the police officers that are able to point those families in the right direction, and they can help in numerous ways that you wouldn't even expect, including being that person that can be a bridge for the resources and the things that you think aren't law enforcement related, and just give that hope to that family.
Trying to fight for what's not mine. I don't want to lose myself in someone else's dream. I know I was made with a purpose to reach past the surface, live life fearlessly. I want nothing less than to be who I'm meant to be.
But I think as we integrate more and more programs, our middle school officers, our youth division teams, Keeping Dare, doing Citizens Police Academies, the mental health outreach team, having those entities that you can't always put a statistical value on. You can't always show that there is this improved life value, a quality of life number to it. But you know that they exist. You know that they're there and they're important because people tell you.
Irvine Unified School District is so proud and fortunate to have a great partnership with Irvine Police Department. Obviously, the resources we enjoy from school resource officers at our secondary level, high schools and middle schools, to DARE officers who come in and give an array of lessons to our students about making great decisions.
So Orange County Fire Authority completely value our partnerships with our IPD partners. Chief Hamill and I communicate almost on a daily basis, if not every other day. It's very important to me, I know it's important to him, that I share what's going on in our agency, and he shares back what's going on in the police department.
So when they first walked in, I said, you know, they're here just to check on Teresa? Yeah, we do this. And I go, I'm really surprised. Isn't this above and beyond the duty of a police officer? He goes, you know, we have so much bad we're taking with when we meet, you know, a good family. We try to support them.
And I was very excited because when I went to Healthbridge, I remember they came to visit me, but I fell asleep before they got there, and then I missed them. So my sister was like, oh, they came, and I was so sad I didn't get to meet them. But then when I met them here in August, I was very excited. And then I remember when I met them, it just felt almost like as if I knew them already. Even though I didn't, I'd never met them before, but they knew me because they saved my life. And so I just felt like really happy.
We really were overwhelmed at the caring response and outreach from the police department, because we're overwhelmed with everything that's going on at the time anyways. And it's the last thing you expect, that police are gonna, I mean, we don't really deal on a daily basis. You don't think they're gonna take that time to try to comfort a hurting family. And so we are greatly appreciative of the Irvine Police Department.
The essence of community policing, I think, the end game is when the community feels in their heart that the police department is in the fold, that they're a part of the community. It's part of the fabric of the community. It's not community and police. And also when the police feel like they are truly a part of the community, and the whole us versus them completely dissolves, and we're all on the same team, working towards the same important goals, and there is full trust, and we're integrated, fully integrated in the community. I think that Irvine PD is well on its way to achieving that. I see the work we do in this community. I see the amazing people. It's about the people.